I've got a few guests joining me today. Very excited to be talking with Cassidy, Jared, John, and Anna, part of a really great production that is coming soon to Twin City Players, and that is Anastasia the Musical. It runs June 6th through the 29th, and you want to check out this production because it's the final production of their 92nd Mainstage season. So I'm excited to talk with you guys. Cassidy, let's talk first about this show because obviously, Anastasia, a classic story. People probably remember the movie from the 90s. But tell us a little bit about this musical, because from what I hear, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it rings true in a lot of aspects to that beloved movie. It has some of those classic songs like Journey to the Past, but it kind of takes some of the childlike aspects of the evil villain and turns it into a more history-based show. And so it still has the magic and the romance and the dancing and all that jazz, but it's just a little bit different than the movie. So definitely come see it if you know the movie, but be prepared for a little bit of difference.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest aspect of anything that you see on the big screen. When it is turned into a stage show, most of the time things are different. Even some of the classics that are movie musicals, there's still some different things, whether it be you change up the story a little bit, maybe you add a song, or you go off of something different. So of course, Anastasia is a real story of there's a lot of stuff going on in this story. So tell us a little bit about this musical and what it's all about.
Anna, do you want to take that one since you're my Anastasia?
Sure. Yeah. So Anastasia the Musical, very similar to the movie, is based on the real life rumors that the Princess Anastasia survived the execution of the Romanov family in Russia in 1918. So there were real life rumors that she survived. And so this story plays on, what if it were true that she really did survive? And so it's the story of Anya, who can't remember who she is, doesn't remember her past, but she meets these two con men that sort of convince her that, maybe you're the lost Princess Anastasia and we should help you figure out if that's true or not. And so it's definitely her journey of self-discovery, finding out who she is, even outside of whether or not she is the Princess Anastasia. It's just who is she as a person and that journey that she goes on.
Yeah. And as Cassidy had said, you're playing Anastasia, the title character. What has this been like for you? Because obviously there's a lot to do with a lot of different songs. And as you were saying before we jumped on here, is that it seems like every night as you guys are going through this rehearsal process, a new song gets stuck in your head for the whole day.
Yeah. I swear I wake up with a different one, just already running through my head every morning, which is great that I love all the songs. So, it'd be different if I found them very annoying or something, but they're all so good. But yeah, it's been awesome getting to play this part and be part of this show. I'm super, super grateful for the opportunity to play this character. I just love the character of Anya so much. So that's been great. It's also been awesome working with John and Jared. I know they've got to work together before, but I'd never really had the opportunity to work with them before. And they're both super fun, super talented. So it's been great to kind of get to be on stage with them and have that experience.
And you've done a number of Twin City Players productions, right?
Yes, true. I've been in a number of different roles, either on stage or off stage in the assistant director or director chair.
That's awesome. Well, I'm looking forward to this. Great music from what I've had a chance to listen to. I've never actually had a chance to see it on stage, so this is a good opportunity for people to check that out. Jared, let's talk to you. What character are you playing in the show? As Anna said, you're one of the con men, but who are you in this show?
I am the mentor, Vlad Popov. He is definitely a con man right from the get-go. There's no denying that. But he's got a good heart.
Yeah. No, that's great. What have you loved about doing this? Because as you've done a number of productions just in these past few years. I mean, I think we just talked about one of the last productions that they did at Twin City Players. You were in that one too.
Yeah. Well, this is my fourth show this season.
Wow.
With Twin City, and the rest of the year is just going to be nonstop for me as well. But this role in particular has just been a blast. It's so much fun. The songs and the dancing, which I I've got two left feet, but they they really make me look good. There's so much to learn from every role, and this one has really given me a lot more confidence in my voice and a lot of comedic timing.
Yeah, that's really important, especially when you're doing all this stuff. And having two left feet, that can be difficult when you're trying to do the dances, do the songs, and do the.
We have a great choreographer though, and she plays to our strengths, let's say.
Great, that's great. And then John, you're playing off of Jared as another one of the con men. So that you guys have worked together in the past on previous shows, so you kind of know each other's kind of habits and things like that.
Yeah. I think if Berrien County ever wants to create their own buddy cop show, Jared and I would be first.
That's right.
In line for that.
What have you been enjoying doing this production? Because you've done a number of productions as well, right?
Yeah. No. So I mean, this one is just such great classic Broadway. It's kind of it's fun and refreshing to just get into something that, even though I've never seen the show before, because it's so classically Broadway, it feels familiar. And it's been an enjoyable experience to get to do a musical again.
What's been the difficult part of doing a show like this? Because, doing a big production, as you said, like kind of classic Broadway, I'm sure there's a lot of big numbers and dances and things like that. But what have you struggled with anything?
Yeah. So, I mean, to Jared's point a bit, I might have 1.5 left feet. I don't know if it's full 2, but it's definitely, try not to get in my head too much while you're dancing and singing and trying to be a character, because it's really obvious when you start to panic on stage. Everybody's like, wait a minute, that doesn't look right. So
that's great.
Get comfortable with the movement and everything, so that I can be Dimitri the entire time.
We're talking with some of the folks that are part of this great production, Anastasia the Musical, that's at Twin City Players for their 92nd Mainstage season. It's actually the last show of the season, so you definitely want to come check that out. Open June 6th, runs to the 29th, twincityplayers.org if you want to get info and tickets and all that. But Anna, back to you. You guys are putting all this work in and doing this show. So all the hard work put into it. But why should somebody come see this show?
I think, honestly, part of what John brought up is a big reason. Just it's so it's very musical is how I describe it. Like it is just the essential Broadway musical of like there's romance, there's dancing, there's a little bit of action, there's, anything and everything you could want in a story. This show has it. And also just so much like beautiful emotions and songs that I think everyone will find something that they can take from that show.
Right. And as you said, and you've kind of dealt with, is you're probably going to leave the show with a song or two stuck in your head as you're seeing this production, and then you may want to come back and see it again just because of all the things that are going on. You might have missed something, so you want to come and check that out. Cassidy, you've directed a number of shows. Is this what have you enjoyed about directing this one with these folks?
So this is my directorial debut at Twin City Players. I've directed elsewhere for a couple of years, but I'm loving the group of people that I was fortunate enough to cast and get on my team. Like I think Jared said, it's just fun. It's a great group of fun people. have been blown away. We just had our first off-book rehearsal on Monday. They know their stuff. They know their things. They're doing all they can to make my job as easy as possible. When it's such a big show like this, that feels like a difficult task, making it easy, but they're definitely doing that for me. So I'm really grateful to have assembled this group.
What drew you to want to direct this one? Because I know we've had a chat from other productions you've been a part of with other places. But what made you say, I want to do this at Twin City Players?
I love musicals. I just think there's something so special about seeing the song and the dance come together with the story. And so Twin City Players does 1 to 2 musicals every year, and I saw this one, and I've seen it performed live before too, and it has those songs that stick in your head. It has the nostalgic elements of the film, and I was like, this is the one. This is the one I need to do.
That's awesome. And I'll ask this to Jared and John as well. But Jared, you've done so many productions in this short amount of time. But with anybody that ever does a show, and I encourage anybody that has never done community theater to at least try one show. Try to, whether it's a play or a musical, try to do a show, because you're going to take something with you for probably the rest of your life. Is there a moment that in this production in doing this show that you said, I'm going to remember this forever?
Oh boy, in this one, there's a big musical number when our heroes arrive at their final destination, that with the dancing portion, as I said before, with the 2 left feet, that's been the most difficult thing. But as it starts to come together, and you see the visuals around you really solidifying in their coming to their final form, and the vision of all the directors, the choreographer and our fantastic Cassidy here, and the lighting and the sound and everything just coming together. That point when it all coalesces into something just absolutely gorgeous. When it works, it works. Yeah. And that number is going to stick with me for a long time.
John, what about yourself? I mean, doing productions, you get to this point of now it's almost go time. What's something that you're saying, oh man, this is something that I'm going to remember and I love doing?
Honestly, it's anytime we get a nice choral breakout with the harmonies and everything, it sounds so good on stage. Those are the kind of moments that, even having done this for 20 some odd years, like still get chills down my spine, and that's the moment I'm here for.
That's great, and we want everybody else to be there for it as well at Twin City Players. Cassidy, let's go through some of the great sponsors and supporters that have made this show possible for you guys to put on Anastasia the Musical.
Yeah, we have some Mainstage season sponsors for this 2024-2025 season. That would be Bradford Insurance Agency, Glenn and Kathy Ward Charitable Trust, the Herald Palladium, Lake Michigan Chiropractic, Trilogy Counseling, 5-Star Heating and Air Conditioning, and then our show sponsor is Elizabeth III Alterations and Reincarnations.
All right. This sounds like it's going to be a great production. Again, that runs from June 6th. So it's almost crunch time for you guys. June 6th through June 29th. And you guys are going to have an opening night sort of wine celebration.
Yes, a complimentary wine on the opening Friday.
All right, looking forward to that. So that'll happen on the opening night. And then if you want to get tickets for this, you can go to twincityplayers.org, or you can call the box office as well, 429-0400. That's 269-429-0400. Bring the whole family and enjoy a fantastic production. I know you guys put a lot of hard work, sweat, and both left feet or 1.5 or whatever into this production. So I think it's going to be a fantastic one and looking forward to it. A great way to close out the 92nd season at Twin City Players. But thank you guys so much for all your hard work, break legs, and I hope you guys have a great opening weekend and a great run. But thank you so much for taking some time to chat with me about it.
Yeah, thank you so much for having
Thanks
us.
a lot, John.